2018, we have this movie called The Basement, which is being put out on Blu-ray now, from Uncorked Films, which I'm pretty sure Uncorked Films is an offshoot of Brain Damage Films that used to be pretty popular with the underground horror film crowd back in the day. I'm guessing the Uncorked was, I think, the more mainstream type stuff. Nonetheless, The Basement is an odd movie. It's not a bad movie. I won't call it bad at all. I think the cover's a little bit misleading, but you basically what it says right here. You have one serial killer with 12 personalities. So you have this dude. He's a guitar player, and I'm assuming he's in a band. I probably missed that, but I think he's in a band or something. He's a rock star. He makes money doing that. That's his wife. And he goes out to the store to get a bottle of wine. We learn pretty quick that he's cheating on the wife. But on his way back, he is kidnapped, and he's kidnapped by a killer that every so often takes a different personality, which is an interesting thing. First, he's a clown. He's Bailey the clown, and then he just goes on down the line. He's a cop. He's a detective. He's a lawyer. He's you know prison guard. He's the dude's mom, the dude's dad. Like he plays all these personalities, which is probably the best part of the movie. There's a little look there of some of the characters this guy plays. He plays a doctor, plays a priest. So that guy, it's basically him and this other guy in the basement is 90% of the movie, which it's interesting enough. It really just depends on if you find the performance interesting or not. And I thought the guy that plays all those personalities did a great job. So therefore, I thought it was better than it probably had the right to be out. Whereas a lot of people seem to not really care much for it at least not on my letterbox anyway. Although I just read the first few reviews on it, I thought it was entertaining enough. Which of course she's trying to figure out where her husband is, and we find out that her friend is the person that he's cheating on her with, which is not really a spoiler. It's just kind of intertwined into it. It's pretty obvious. It's not really here nor there to the majority of the story. So it's just you're watching this guy go through all these things with this dude who's crazy and got all these personalities. And he does stuff like knock his teeth out, do some little bit of dismemberment. So that's where the gore comes into it. There's some squeamish moments involving fingers and teeth and all that type of stuff. So it does taper into the torture porn or torture corn, as I think you got to say on videos these days, elements. But it doesn't go too far off the rails to really be anything too grotesque. Although for the average person that may not be used to seeing such things, it might be a little much. If you watch this channel, you're probably used to these type of things, and it's probably not that bad. So there is The Basement, which is fine for what it is. There is a twist that is probably an okay twist if you don't think about it too much. But regardless, I think The Basement was a solid 3 out of 5. It's on Tubi if you want to give it a try before you purchase this, which this is a BDR, which I have nothing bad to say about a BDR, but it's a BDR. And they actually did go out of their way to put a couple extras on this one, as you get an alternate opening and exclusive music video. So, well, it's not a whole bunch. It's at least something. And directed by 2 people. So, yeah, that is The Basement, available now from Uncorked Films.